Hello and welcome to the botany class. Myself Pallavi Sharma, your botany teacher. Okay, so today we are going to start about the anatomy of a dicot stem. Now we already know what is monocot and dicot plant, isn't it? Monocot means the plant with a single cotyledon and dicot means the plant with a double cotyledon. So when we are studying about anatomy, that means we are studying their internal structure, their tissue system, how their tissues are being arranged, what type of cells are present, what type of tissue is there. So everything detailed we have to study here. Okay, so first thing we will study about the dicot stem. This is the outline of the internal structure, okay, of a TS of the stem. Now, when we are studying, actually, I am just drawing a little bit of portion. Hope you will understand this one. Now, see, in this portion, this is the outer layer. Okay, we know that when we are studying about the tissue, the outer layer is always known as the epidermis. This epidermis consists of multicellular hairs, or these are known as the trichomes. Okay, these hairs are present. Then the epidermis consists of an outer wax-like covering which is known as cuticle. That below the epidermis is the hypodermis. Okay, next to the hypodermis is the general cortex. After the general cortex, we will find the pericycle. The vascular bundles are there. Pericycle, then followed by phloem, cambium, xylem. The central portion is known as pith, and the tissues are the parenchymatous cells. Now this is the general outline of a TS of the stem. Okay. Now this portion only we will now elaborate it and study in details each and every tissues. What type of tissues are present here. Now first of all we are getting the epidermis. Okay. Now epidermis is the outer layer of tissues. Okay. That means this is single layer. The cells are almost rectangular shaped without any intercellular space. But these are in between interrupted by stomata. Now you know what is stomata. These are the pores which are meant for gaseous exchange and transpiration. That means loss of excess water from the tissues. Then some multicellular hair-like structures will also be present. Again, these are covered by a layer which is known as the cuticle. Okay. Now, so the outer portion, first we get epidermis, which is single layered cell. That epidermis consists of stomata, okay, the pores, and multicellular hairs. These are interacted by multicellular hairs. So the main function of epidermis is to protect the tissues. That is, this internal portion is protected by the epidermis. So they will help in protection and plus they will help in gaseous exchange. That means at the portions where the stomata are present, they will help in gaseous exchange. Now just below the epidermis is the hypodermis. That means this is the cortical portion. So the outer layer is called hypodermis. That is, just next to the epidermis is present hypodermis. These are parenchyma cells. Okay, they will provide mechanical strength to the tissue and they will help in storage of food. Okay, so that is hypodermis. Now just below the hypodermis is the general cortex. Now general cortex, these consist of parenchymatous cells. Their main function is storage of food. Okay, they will store food, and in between them oil ducts are present. Some portion oil ducts are present. Actually we are studying about the sunflower stem, so we are drawing the diagram and continuing it. So these oil glands are present in between the general cortex cells. Now just followed by the general cortex, next to the general cortex is endodermis. Now endodermis and epidermis, actually these are almost same but the sizes are different. Okay, epidermis is slightly larger than the endodermis, and endodermis, it consists of large abundant starch. So this is also known as the starch sheet. Okay, then this endodermis, next it follows the vascular strength. That means whatever we are drawing here, we are just elaborating it. Okay, we are just expanding it, and this is the vascular bundle. This vascular bundle consists of pericycle, sclerenchymatous pericycle. That means pericycle tissue, two types of tissues are present, sclerenchyma and parenchyma. You have already studied about the tissues, isn't it? Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. So here both parenchyma and sclerenchyma tissues are present in pericycle. That which is present in the vascular bundle are the sclerenchyma tissues, and that present outside the bundles are the parenchymatous tissues. So this sclerenchyma pericycle, it will help in mechanical strength, provide strength to the structure. Then after this is the phloem. Now we know phloem, the main function of phloem is conduction of food. They will help in food transportation from one part to another, that is which is prepared in the leaves and to the different parts of the plant. So that is called, that is the main function of phloem. Now phloem, it consists of four types of cells: sieve tubes, sieve plates, then phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. So these all cells are present here. Now next to the phloem is cambium. Okay, now cambium is mainly responsible for the secondary growth of the tissue. Then followed by cambium is xylem. Now xylem also, we know four types of xylems are present: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber. Among all the four types, only xylem parenchyma is the living tissue cells. Okay, others all are dead. Now xylem, there are two types of xylem: metaxylem and protoxylem. Protoxylem is the first form xylem, and it lies towards the pith. Okay, and that is followed by the later form xylem, that is the metaxylem, which is larger in size as compared to the protoxylem, and it lies towards the cambium side. Okay, so this is the vascular strength. Now when we together study it, the vascular bundle, this is actually the vascular strengths are used in it. That means true vascular strengths are present. Here xylem is there, phloem is there. That's why we will call it as conjoint. Okay, now both xylem and phloem lie in the same radius, that's why collateral. And since cambium is present in between xylem and phloem, so it is known as open. That means the vascular bundle is conjoint, collateral, open. Got it? Now surrounding this, these are the medullary rays. Okay, and the central portion is occupied by the pith. So pith portion in some plants like in cucurbita, it is normally the cells get disintegrated and then it forms a cavity, and the main function is they will help in storage and provide strength. Okay, so this is the whole internal structure of the dicot stem anatomy. Okay, that is internal tissue system structure. Now you will be provided with all the notes, diagrams, whatever necessary things are provided. And if you have any problem, any difficulty in understanding this, then please do consult with me. Okay, study the books, go through the notes, everything. Hope it will be clear to you, but still if you find any problem, then please let me know.